Good morning. 7:20, and I have just woken up from what was a pretty good night's sleep in the end. The sun is not quite up yet. It's usually about 7:30, 7:45 it seems to be kind of breaking, but bit of condensation inside the tent this morning to be expected from sleeping near so much water on grass as well. Last night when I was coming down off the mountain, I passed a herder going up with his dog, and shortly afterwards he brought his entire herd down off the mountain. Excuse me. So I thought I was going to be in for a very noisy bell jangling night, but wasn't too bad. They kind of hung around a little bit, and then it all quietened down, sort of like maybe 10, half 10, something like that. Slept with the tent door open most of the night as well. All night. The outer tent door open. It's quite nice to look out at the stars. So yeah, I'm going to get some coffee on the go and dig some food out of my bag. Alright, that is me all packed up and on the trail again. It's about 9 AM, it's taken me quite a while to pack up. I've had to put the solar panel out on the back of my bag. It's the first time I've done that, so the bag's packed all differently and it feels weird, and it's just taken a bit of faffing around this morning to get sorted. But that's had a final check around and left nothing behind. I always, when I've had stuff spread out, I always worry that I've left something behind somewhere, but pretty sure I got everything this morning. Good news is, for the first part this morning, it's mostly downhill, and I think there's a nice big climb this afternoon. I'd like to try and get the same done as yesterday, get the downhill done, get up and over the next big climb, and camp somewhere on the other side. So we shall see how that works out. There's a refuge in maybe 2 or 3 hours time. Stop there, get a drink and maybe a bite to eat, fill my water up and carry on. It is a beautiful morning again already. What a place to camp. I doubt I'll find anything else as pretty as that. Well, good afternoon from day 11, and it's not been a very productive day so far. Basically, I've managed to come down from that you see in front of us, or somewhere similar, might be to the right. I've lost my bearings. And I met partway down, well, not long after I set off from camp this morning, I met a young lad from the Basque Country who'd been out on an overnighter. Very, very fit and agile young lad. And I tried to keep up with him on the way down. That was an experience, excuse me. We stopped at the refuge at the bottom. Basically, all this like built up area you see here, it's like one big sort of spa hotel therapy place, very fancy, and then at the back of it there's an old refuge as well. Stopped at the refuge and had a Coke and chatted a bit more. His English was very good. And now I am at the foot of a 4 or 5 mile climb. My aim basically is just to get over the climb, get over the pass and camp somewhere on the other side tonight. I set myself, when I started this, I set myself a target of 15 miles a day. I've got to average to actually complete the hike in the time that I've got. I got a little bit ahead of myself, and I've realised now that I don't think 15 miles a day is going to be possible in this sort of terrain. So I'm not going to rush, I'm just going to take it as it comes, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to make up any deficit in miles later on when the terrain gets a little less challenging. But even coming down off the mountain this morning, really, really difficult path. So yeah, just taking it steady and being careful, basically. Well, that climb has taken me 2.5, 3 hours, something like that. Probably more like 3 hours, I would guess. Real challenging. And we've got a new view to look at. A little bit of cloud coming in, actually. Looks like might be a bit of rain or a storm coming, I'm not sure. But yeah, I found that really difficult. It's just the length and the steepness of them. It's just crazy. But I need to get down to that lake because I am on fumes water-wise. So I need to get myself filled up. But yeah, what a beautiful view. Good evening, everyone. So I haven't filmed a great deal today because it's been quite a challenging day. I thought it was going to be a very low mileage day today, but I've managed to end up squeezing out 17 miles with an elevation change of roughly, well, I know it's 10,000 feet, but I'm not sure how much over 10,000 feet it is. It could be more like 11,000 feet elevation change today. It's been pretty brutal, but somehow I have managed to carry on going. Not sure how. And I am just heading now. I've got probably about 45 minutes to an hour's walking left to get to a refugio this evening. And there is a camping area there, I believe. If not, there's a campsite next door, so somebody should let me put my tent up. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting there, and I am very much looking forward to putting the tent up and getting in it. Good morning, day 12. So I stayed at a developed campground last night. I guess developed is the word. The refugio nearby, or right next to it, the Refugio de Bucarello. Very nice food, quite decent prices as well. Nice location. This lovely old stone bridge and next to this river. And then I believe I'm going up there today. It's a hell of a climb today up towards the Ordesa Canyon, which is supposed to be pretty stunning. So looking forward to that. Hello. It's about somewhere around 4:30 p.m. and I am probably halfway up, hopefully, the climb out of Ordesa Canyon. Ordesa Canyon is breathtaking. It's also very busy, very popular place to come, and you'll see why right about now. It's a long gradual climb up to the canyon itself, and you kind of come out into the floor there and walk all the way along to the head of the canyon, which is just hidden down here where there's a big waterfall. But viewed from above, it just looks like someone's taken a big ice cream scoop and scooped a great big glob of earth off the surface. It's an impressive looking place. At the top of this climb there is a refugio. Unfortunately you do have to book for a camping spot or a dormitory spot, and obviously it's difficult to plan ahead on things like this, so I've not been able to get a space there, so I'm just going to stop for a drink and carry on walking until either the next refuge or where I can put a tent. But hopefully, let's look at that, be able to enjoy these views. Absolutely fantastic. Still been a lot of elevation change today, but not quite as much as yesterday, and it's been a lot more gradual as well, so it's been a little bit kinder on the legs so far today. Oops, a daisy, fallen over. Good evening everyone. So it's probably 6:30 p.m, something like that, and I've decided to call it quits for the day. I've just stopped at Refugio Goritz, had a drink there. It was very busy. I think they can take, roughly speaking, about 150 people in the dormitories and camping as well, and like I say, you had to reserve your space. My space wasn't reserved because I didn't know when I was going to get here, so I couldn't reserve a space. So you can't camp during the day, but it seems that if you leave it until kind of an hour before sunset and then leave an hour after sunrise, it's kind of alright. So with that in mind, I have just come slightly, just a few metres off trail, and found myself a spot looking down into the Ordesa Canyon. Whether I should be here or not, I am not too sure, I'll be completely honest with you, but I am hoping that it's going to be okay. The tent is only up there at the moment because it is drying from last night. It was absolutely drenched with condensation this morning. I wiped off the best that I could, but still it was very, very wet. So that is just drying. I've had a little bit of food. My new favourite meal seems to be baguette with olive oil. Very nice. And yeah, I think I'm going to be finding somewhere in the very close vicinity to pitch up properly tonight. I mean, why wouldn't you? What a beautiful view. That really is something else. Well, good evening. It's just gone 8 p.m. I've just finished faffing around at camp, had some food, had a coffee, got everything sorted out. You can see behind me, hopefully, the tent there is all set up and ready to go. And the sun is just starting to set. So it's been a strange day today, mostly uphill, but kind of gentle and gradual, nothing too demanding. Views wise, for most of the day it was kind of a bit of a tease. You were in kind of trees and forests, and then you would occasionally poke out and get a stunning view, and then when you eventually wound your way up into the canyon, into the Odessa Canyon, and came out on the canyon floor, it was just breathtaking. And then climbing up out of the canyon as well was something else. I've never seen anything else like it. I mean, you could compare it to the Grand Canyon possibly, but obviously a smaller scale, but still massively impressive and very, very beautiful. So it's been a good day. I think I have got done roughly 16 miles. So I'm going to have a little workout this evening and see whereabouts I am along the trail. The entire trail is 510 miles roughly, so I think I'm approaching the 200 mile mark possibly now. But as I say, I need to sit down and work it out. But yeah, really enjoyed today, and hopefully going to enjoy this sunset tonight. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Day 13. It's about 7:15 a.m. and the sun is just trying to pop up over the horizon behind me. Should be up in the next 15-20 minutes, I believe. What a fantastic night. There was just a little bit of breeze, just enough to keep the condensation away, and it was just so peaceful. About 2 a.m. I opened the tent door, and the blanket of stars outside was something else. It was so nice to see, and I actually sat with the tent door open, just staring for a good half hour at least. I did get a good amount of sleep as well, probably a good 7 hours at least, so I'm very happy about that. And I am just going to get myself a cup of coffee going and sit and watch, hopefully, the first rays of sun hit the top of the canyon. Well, good midday to you all. That's been the probably hardest 3.5 hours hiking I've ever done physically. I started somewhere roughly centre shot on the plateau at the top and descended down into the canyon that you see right at the bottom there, and then I've worked my way all the way up the canyon, climbing all the way, every single step of the way, climbing up all the way up the head of the canyon, up here. And if you can just make out the two figures approaching, the two, I believe, Germans I bumped into earlier, they're just coming up the final bit now. And this is the view you get from the summit. It's pretty spectacular. I think it's 2,501 metres, this summit. And on a clear day like this, it's beautiful. But I'm definitely going to be having a rest here, have some food and a drink and just chill out for a bit, because I'm shattered. Good afternoon. So I said the other day that I'd done about 10 to 11,000 feet of elevation change in 17 miles. I've done 8 miles today, and I've done 9,000 something feet of elevation change. That tells you exactly how steep it's been today. My legs are like jelly now. Just come down this huge descent, the likes of which, if you were going up it, I have full respect here, because I don't think I could have done it, to be honest with you. But I'm just having a drink at a refuge here and contemplating my next move, because I don't know if I can go much further today or not. I'm absolutely shattered.
I'm a mess, I'm sad, do it all myself. You'll never find me trying to be someone else. No, I don't care. I really don't care. If you didn't, you might see it now. Just haunted by the ghost here in this heartbreak house, but I don't care. I really don't care. I wouldn't want to clear it up. It's the light and it's the shade. When the days fall hard for sticks and stones, let them ricochet. Oh, it's not love if it ain't disarray. And I don't ever want to change it. Just because I'm falling doesn't mean I want to be saved. So I float in the chaos and I won't come down, 'cause it feels like I'm myself.
Good afternoon. Probably somewhere in the region of 5 p.m, maybe, I'm not too sure. And I am done for the day. My legs have absolutely had it. I've managed to eke out a little bit more up. Basically, when I got to the refuge this afternoon, you come along a flat stretch after that, and then you've got a huge, great uphill again. Another great big climb. So I've done a little section of that, and I've got to a place called Los Llanos de Larry, which is like a recreation area, a little flattish area. I was going to put the tent up, and then I found there's a cabana here, so I am going to be sleeping in there tonight on the floor. Save me putting the tent up and packing it up in the morning, so that'll be quite nice. Or not, as the case may be, but yeah, I'll be sleeping in there, and I'm just going to have a chill out tonight. I need a rest. I am pooped. Beautiful views today, but extremely demanding physically and mentally as well. Coming down especially, if you even for 1 second stop thinking about where you're going to put your foot, you were in trouble. Basically, there was a lot of loose rock, and if it wasn't loose rock, it was big boulders and big drops to negotiate, a couple of sections with wires. Hikes like that, I wouldn't even call it a hike. I'd call it, what I've done today is mountain climbing. Hikes like that just wouldn't exist in the UK. They'd just be deemed too dangerous. So I really, really hope there's no more sections like that. I mean, what you're looking at now is what I came down. That's what I hiked down this afternoon, or this morning and this afternoon. So you can see just how imposing and daunting that scenery is. And for someone that doesn't like heights, yeah. So yeah, I'm glad it's over, and like I say, I really, really hope there's no more sections like that, because they were incredibly steep. Anyway, I'm going to go and get some water and have a drink because I'm parched.